conquered TOUBKAL, the second highest peak in Africa. Adil, GoPro, and Omar, what can I say? It was an honor and a pleasure sharing this experience with you all, and I look forward to a lifetime more. I'm Woody, and this is my rambling, gambling, vagabonding life. 5 years exploring the planet, and I've seen a lot of places, from Colombia to Taiwan to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This time is different, though, because I wanted it all to be worth it. This time, I wander in preparation for a 3,000-mile trek to help raise money for the environment and wildlife. Please be sure to subscribe, and welcome to the journey. Welcome, everyone. I recently rode with my friends Adil and GoPro from the Lunar Surf House in Tamrat on the coast of Morocco to Imlil to meet with our guide Omar to summit Mount TOUBKAL. Omar was the most encouraging person along the 2 days of ascending the peak, and it really set the vibe for a week in the high Atlas Mountain. Oh, this is more sketchy than our Colorado trip for sure. After about a 4.5-hour drive from Tamrat, we got to Imlil. We got all our gear and stuff to hike up the mountain, and then we drove a little bit further to the last village before the trailhead up to TOUBKAL. And we have a new guide slash friend that's going to be joining us for the hike, and we just got to the hotel type thing. I think it's called a dar. Everything is called a dar. This is maybe the Dar Imperial. We got some tea and coffee being made. And we're gonna stay the night here and then get an early start tomorrow. Hike up, I think, about 4 hours to the peak. Oh no, we hike 4 hours to a refuge, and then we stay another night, and then we hike another 4 hours to the peak of Mount TOUBKAL. Absolutely incredible. I'm actually gonna try to find an apartment for a month up in these mountains. Some of the best traveling I've done since I've been gone. That's TOUBKAL right there. So we basically have about 8 hours of hiking.
Maybe.
Good.
But tomorrow from here to come to the office,
4 hours.
maybe 4 or 5 hours.
And then another 4.
And in the second day, maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Ooh. Nice. So we got about potentially 10 hours of hiking to do to get to the top. And it's almost 14,000 feet. It's about 13,600 feet. Look at, I'm living amongst goats everywhere, and it's the coolest thing ever. I'm also standing on this really high wall because I'm trying to get a picture with the mountains in the background that Adil is taking of me. Ooh, that light looks pretty. That looks awesome. All right, guys, it's dinner time. This is the big reveal. Bow, Tajir, motherfuckers.
Do you want to eat the Moroccan way or you want to eat the
Always the Moroccan.
American way?
I haven't used forks or knives in...
With 3 fingers.
Yeah. Come on, guys, I've been here for 2 months. What are we doing, Adil?
We're gonna try to find some good shoes. Probably this season now it's snowing, so we need some shoes like this. Oh, we're gonna hide the brand. Sorry, no sponsor. No sponsor yet. So yeah, wow. So yeah,
I'll block it out.
we need some good shoes and some good boots because there is snow.
Yes, I got these Las Sportivas. They fit very nicely. We gotta get some crampons. You make fun of my tone of voice all the time. And some pants to keep warm and to keep the snow out. This is a lot more serious than I had anticipated. Kind of excited about it. And we're off.
So, this place, so its name Shamharosh. Shamharosh, it's a name of a devil. And we call it Darih. What is Darih? Darih, it's the grave of a man who used to live in this corner, exactly in the middle of nowhere, far away from everyone. Okay? Those people who does that, we call them Wali. Wali Saleh. It's like shaman. Shaman, I think he live with the community, but this kind of people or this kind of stories in Morocco, he live far away from everyone. And it's kind of his like he will like stay there for 30 years, 40 years by himself, worship God. Probably they married, they have kids, but always they have his own house and his own cave or his own room who worship there. And he became a shaman in somehow, and then people from the villages, they came here or they come to this shaman and ask them for gifts. For example, like I want to marry, I want to make kids. For example, if a lady she can't have kids, they come here and to that rock, they put them hand like
Blessings.
Huh?
Blessings.
Blessings this guy. And this is of course against our religion, because we have God, we worship God, but some people they worship God but also they go worship this guy in a different way. It's very against our religion, but we are very open. They can do whatever they want. And yeah, as you see, we saw a lady on the mule walking up in the hill, and we saw her come back now. She went there and she started worship.
Oh, it's still active.
It's still active, yeah.
Is it the White Rock?
Yeah, the White Rock.
Ah.
Under the White Rock, there is a cave, his grave in there. But that's a human, okay? But this man, he was very contact to Shamharosh. Shamharosh is the name of the devil, okay? And the devil, the stories in Morocco, they say this devil, he's the prince of all the devils in the world.
CNN reports 3 suspects have been arrested in connection with the murder of 2 Scandinavian tourists in the mountains of Morocco.
We move now to a vicious, deadly attack on 2 young women who were on a camping trip.
So in 2018, there was a couple of girls that got murdered on this mountain. And I just heard the story, and basically, we're going up the mountain right now, and the town that we're about to come up on, or not necessarily a town, but like a bunch of little shops and stuff. The girls hiked up all the way around that way and did like a 3-day trip. And we found out after the fact that the killers followed them the whole way, stayed far behind, obviously. And the town that we're about to pass going up on this trail, they were coming past going down. And it's not a town really, it's just a bunch of shops. So they were offered a place to stay. They declined, and they went a little bit elsewhere and slept in their tents. And the killers were following them. The killers went to that town, saw that they were there, and saw that there was a bunch of townspeople there and stuff. So continued walking to right here on this flat ground. They camped. They waited for all the people to leave their shops and go home, which is just another village down that way. And they walked up this hill and found the girls and beheaded them in their tents. And the media made it look like they were terrorists, extremists, Muslim extremists, killing Westerners. I just found out from our guide that there's another story that seems to make more sense, because first of all, terrorists, Muslim extremists would not rape, and they were raped. So the other story is that they were hitmen hired by another guy that had some sort of problems with these girls, and he paid them to come kill them. And apparently they found 21 other men that were part of this group that these 3 killers were part of. They found the killers. They sentenced them to death for like the first time in, I don't know, 150, 60, 70 years, something like that in Morocco. I apologize. I have no internet, and I forget the amount of time, but basically Morocco never puts people to death. But this is really eerie. I'm standing in the spot that they waited to go back and kill the girls, and we're about to go to the place where they were murdered and their bodies were found. And this is where they found the tents of the killers. They found their IDs and everything in the tents, and they then were able to track them, and they found them on a bus in Marrakesh, which is about 2 hours, about an hour and a half north of here. But it happened, and I wanted to talk about it, and I'm with 3 Moroccans. They were not with guides, and the killers admitted that's why they even did it. The townspeople, from my experience, Morocco in general, and these village people have been nothing but lovely and welcoming, and they were devastated when it happened. And I'm here to tell you that my experience has been absolutely incredible. I've been here for 2.5 months, and I've made some great friends, people that I consider family now, and it's nice to get educated firsthand on something like that. But I am with guides, and normally I would do something like this by myself or with a friend, but I am taking extra precautions.
The locals from the other town, they told them stay there, but they don't want to. The place is named Shamharosh. They asked him to stay here next to us. It's safe, and it's getting dark because it was like 6 o'clock. And they say no, we would like to walk a little bit more, and we're gonna find a better view, probably, and stuff. And then they come and stay here.
So this is where the girls were decided to camp, and they were murdered right here. I don't want to be a perpetrator, pretend it was easy, so. The problem is these boots. And I'm going up with people that live in the mountains and are already acclimated, but these boots are very heavy, and it's making it so hard to lift my legs. But I needed the boots to wear crampons. I could have brought my tennis shoes so far, but then I would have had an extra pair of shoes. So more weight. I don't know if it would have been worth it. All right, well, this is officially my first for me. This is the point where the dry land stops and you hike in snow. I've never summoned a mountain in snow. Okay. Oh shit, that's wet. Oh, that's really wet. Oh boy. We're about 5 minutes away from the refuge, which is halfway point in terms of time. Tomorrow we have another 5 hours with crampons and a whole lot of elevation. Straight up. Cocktail, roll a cigarette. How do you feel, guys?
Oh man,
Tired? Exhausted?
relaxed, man.
Happy?
Very happy, of course.
GoPro, how about you? Oh, grrr. How do you feel?
If you find, I'm good.
You good? Of course he's good. He lives in these things. He's cheating. And that's the refuge. Thank you, thank you.